Hi Wellness Warriors, it's Melissa with Mental Muscle Wellness, and today I have for you an at-home workout that you only need 2 pieces of equipment for. You'll need a mini loop band and you'll need a sturdy chair that is open on the bottom or that you can otherwise get access to the front legs. I'm going to demo for you 1 set of 10 of each of these exercises. And that way, if you really just only have time for a 10 or 15 minute workout, you can just watch the video once. If you'd like to do something a little bit longer, rewind and play it again by all means. I've also not included for you a warm-up or a cool down. I obviously always advise those. So hit pause now and take about 90 seconds and do some marching in place or a little boxer shuffle. If you've got stairs in your home, you can walk up and down them a few times. Whatever you need to get the blood moving. And then at the end of the video, make sure that you also take about 2 minutes or so to do a little bit of light stretching and cool down. So like I said, hit pause, do your warm up, and we'll come back and jump right into the workout. So our first exercise is going to be a chest press out. Take your loop band and you're gonna loop it around your hands. You can tuck your thumbs in or leave your thumbs free, whichever you're more comfortable with. I generally prefer to go with my thumbs free. And you're going to press your hands out so that there's a slight bit of tension on the band. Back nice and straight, chest tall. You're going to start with your hands in at your chest and press out from your body, also pressing out with your hands to maintain that tension on the loop band. Exhaling as you press out and inhaling as you pull back. This is one of those exercises that I really enjoy because it doesn't necessarily feel like a whole lot in the moment. And then the next day, this is one of those ones that you'll have a tendency to feel a little bit. And 2 more is 10. Excellent. So now our next exercise is going to be a banded rear delt fly. Take the band and you're going to move it up your forearms until it is just below your elbows, like such. I'll turn all the way to the front so that you guys have a better view. Okay. Hands in that same palms facing each other. This time you're going to bring your arms up and out from your shoulders and your forearms up so that you're at a 90-degree angle, okay? And again, starting with some tension on the band, make sure that you're pressing out with your forearms just a little bit. You're gonna continue that press all the way open. And if the band comes and touches your chest a little bit, that's okay. And all the way closed. Again, maintaining a slight bit of tension. Exhale and open. Inhale and close. Again, making sure to sit nice and tall. This is a really tough exercise. Make sure that you're not shrugging your shoulders. Takes a lot of conscious thought to make sure that you're not only sitting tall, but that your shoulders are also down. And last one here makes 10. Good. Exhale, drop your hands. You can unwind your loop band from wherever you have it. And we're going to go right into some banded bicep curls. So again, take your bands, you're going to loop all the way up your leg. Band should sit on your thigh just past your knee, okay? On that same side, take your hand, grip the bands just like you would a dumbbell, okay? And curl. And release. Exhale and inhale. Again, making sure, especially for these isolation-based exercises, where we're really only using one smaller muscle group, maintaining that tall and lifted posture as much as you can. So make sure that your hip bones are pressed evenly into the seat and that your shoulders are stacked nice and square over your hips. Contract your core. 2 more on this side. And exhale. Go ahead and loop this on your other leg. And same thing, just past your knee, palm up, nice strong grip, chest up and tall, and exhale and inhale. Okay, so we're going to take a little shift around. I'm going to face sideways again. Here's where you will need to access the bottom section of your chair. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your mini loop band and you're going to loop it around one of the legs. Again, doesn't matter which one. Okay. And we're going to do some leg extensions. So you're going to sit down and you're going to thread your leg through the other side of that loop band. Make sure that it lays nice and flat across your shin, otherwise it can roll up and pinch, and that's never fun. Okay, bring yourself to the edge of your seat, and if you want to, you can place your hands behind your hips a little bit for stability, but again, make sure that that chest is nice and lifted and tall, that you're not slouching or sinking. We want nice tall posture here. Okay, you're going to lift your leg up and extend out. Kick back. Exhale and extend. Inhale as you come back to the start. This is a little bit smaller of a motion than if you've done this on a leg extension machine at a gym. However, I find that it's just as easily effective. 2 more here. Exhale and foot comes all the way back to the ground. And again, we're sided, so we're going to switch legs. You do not have to switch your anchor point on the chair, however. This is always a challenge with these loop bands, making sure that they don't tangle up on themselves. I have an inexpensive set that's still sort of plastic. I'm waiting until they wear out a little bit, and then I'm hoping to purchase myself some of the nicer fabric sets that don't stick to themselves and slide around just as much. So once you're set up and ready to go, again, nice tall spine, lift out that leg just a little bit. Unloop. We're actually going to stand up for this next section. Go ahead and leave your band hooked to the bottom leg of your chair though. And on that first side, we're going to thread our foot back in. And this time we want the band, woo, helps if I can keep my balance. We want the band, again, nice and flat around the back side. You're going to lean over. If your chair is tall like mine, you can certainly use the back of it to balance. Otherwise, maybe if you're up against a wall, you can place your hands there and that will work equally well. Okay, you'll also notice that I have my opposite knee braced against the chair for additional balance. And if you've got a chair like mine that's like a dining room chair and might wobble a little bit on you, I do recommend that. Okay, so simple banded kickback. Exhale and press straight back. Inhale and return. Two more here. And last one, and we're going to switch sides. So again, untangle yourself from the band on one side, loop it on the second. And same motion. Exhale and kick it straight back. Whoops. Did not have my chair anchored well enough. There you go. I think chair exercises get a bum rap. You know, we tend to think of them for older individuals or individuals who maybe have some range of motion or ability limits. And in reality, I think chairs can be really useful tools, especially if you're somebody who has been working from home a lot lately, as we all have, you know, or you have a very sedentary job. Last one here. You know, why not keep a loop band at your office? You know, if you've got a chair that you can use really quick, you can do a 10-minute workout. All right, so go ahead and unloop the band from the chair. You're going to take one hand and press it flat out. Again, you can tuck your thumb in if you prefer. I usually like to keep mine sort of open and free, but your preference for your body and your comfort are totally fine. And you're gonna lean down and you're gonna trap the band in between your hand and the seat of the chair. Stagger your feet a little bit. With your other hand, you're just gonna have a simple grip. You're gonna pull and bring your upper arm in line with your torso. And again, these are simple tricep kickbacks. Exhale and extend. Inhale and curl back in. As I was saying, though, chair workouts are incredibly useful. You know, most of us have access to a chair. The loop bands you can get in 3-packs and lots of different places, and they're not particularly expensive. They don't take up a whole lot of space to store. And again, I think if you've only got 10 or 15 minutes, why not use what you have? One more here. And we're gonna switch sides. You'll notice that basically all I do to switch sides is I just rotate my hands around. That sort of gets everything in the position that it needs to be. So again, you'll switch your feet, anchor that band between your chair and the hand. And you guys won't be able to see this really well. I'm on the opposite side, but again, upper arm comes in line with your torso. Exhale and extend. Inhale and release back to start. We've got one more exercise, and I'm going to turn my chair so that you guys can see this a little bit easier. If you're following along at home, go with where you're comfortable. So we're going to sit in our chair. This is called a mermaid twist. Typically you would do this on the floor, but again, this is where I really like the versatility of chairs. Being seated in a chair makes the range of motion and the angle a little bit more accessible, particularly to those of us who need to work on our core strength and stability a little bit more, and that's all of us. So again, I kind of really like this modification. But what you're going to do is you are going to swing your legs off to one side, and I like to kick one sort of closer and one sort of further away. You're going to take your bands, and much like we just anchored it for the tricep kickbacks, press one hand in, again, placing your thumb where you feel comfortable. Place it down on this corner of the chair, trapping the band between your hand and the chair. The other end of the band, again, you're going to hold it like we did with the tricep kickbacks, but you're going to bring it up to chest, okay? And your goal for the starting point is to try and make a straight line from your shoulder all the way out that top long leg that you have. And you want to hold the band here at chest level. And all you're going to do is you're going to turn towards that tall leg and then release back. So it's a very small motion, but you should feel this in your abdominals, in particular in your obliques across the side. So it's exhale and open, inhale and return. And when you return, be careful not to come all the way here. You want to move so that your shoulders and your hips are square or facing the same direction. When we tell you to square everything up, we mean make sure that everything's facing the same direction. So again, a small motion here, but really, really, really effective, particularly in those rotational motions and in spine stability. 2 more. Last one here, and we'll switch to the other side. Okay, relax. And again, swing yourself to the other side. Top leg long. Mine's going to be out of frame. That's what happens when you work with small rooms. Okay. Anchor the band in between your hands. Try and make that nice straight line. Hold the band up by your chest and exhale and rotate open. And inhale, square. Again, make sure that you're not rotating too far. I noticed that I just did. Even as a trainer, as a coach, I make mistakes too sometimes. Always aiming for that ideal form though. Last one here. And exhale, relax, and release. And that's it for this loop band chair workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you want a little bit of a longer workout, go ahead, rewind and start from the beginning of the strength segment. If you're done with your 10 or 15 minute workout for the day, like I said, give yourself about 2 or 3 minutes to do some light stretching and cool down. And I will see you warriors in my next video. Until then, be well.